Hi folks, I'm Nick. Back with a new chapter. Hope you enjoy this. Chapter 3, Hope and Faith. In and out. In and out. In and out. These were the only words running through her mind as she sat there waiting for the written exam to reach her in the back. The graduation exam consisted of 3 parts. The first was the written exam, which was honestly the only part that she was fairly confident that she could pass. The second would be the taijutsu spars, and finally the ninjutsu portion. As she sat there waiting for the written test, she reflected back on 20 minutes ago when Naruto had offered her a few words of encouragement before he had to leave in a hurry. Flashback. Hinata, are you okay? What's the matter? You look like you've seen a ghost. Naruto asked with concern evident in his shaky voice. She looked into his bright blue eyes filled with concern and she immediately began to relax and feel a sense of calmness wash over her. After a moment's hesitation she took a deep breath and spoke. It's the graduation exam. I am not ready. She whispered. Confusion filled his face as he listened to what she was saying. What do you mean you aren't ready? He asked. I remember you always being one of the stronger and smarter members of our class. Well, she began before hesitating a moment. I sort of dropped in MISC scores after Yoyuel left. I felt so bad that I couldn't focus on my studies very well. I dropped to the dead last half after Yula left. I barely got good enough grades to take the X exam this year. I don't think that I can pass. Naruto sighed for a moment while he processed the information. After a moment of thought he decided a few things. First, she had a serious confidence issue and he had to help her fix it in the long run. Second, if what she was saying is true then he will definitely have to be her friend. Third, and final, he would have to make sure to be her sensei when she passed. Hinata. He spoke tentatively. Listen, I know you are feeling bad for what happened last time we met, but don't let it get you down. I know that you are stronger than you think. You are going to be an incredible ninja one day and more importantly an incredible leader for your generation. Everyone will look up to you one day, but in order for you to get there a few things need to happen. First, I need you to gather all of the confidence that you can muster and use it. If you don't have enough confidence in yourself then borrow some of mine. Because Hinata Hyuga I believe in you 100%. Throughout all of this she kept her eyes firmly on Naruto's. She couldn't believe what she was hearing. Naruto-kun believes in me. But why? Why would he believe in me when he hardly knows me? I don't understand. Is he just trying to make me feel better so that he can leave without a guilty conscience? She searched his eyes to see if her thoughts were true, but all she was complete and utter faith in her abilities. If he believes in me, then I can believe in myself. She thought as she drew upon his strength. Second, I need you to pass this exam. Not for me, or for your family, but for yourself. He said. If you can do those 2 things then I promise you that I will get you where you need to be as an ninja and the future leader of this village. Do you believe me? Without hesitation and with the most confidence she had displayed in years she almost shouted, yes. Good, then remember this I never go back on my word, I will help you to be strong. That is my ninja way, believe it. He proclaimed as he stood. I have to go, but we will see each other again soon. Do your best. Then with the biggest Naruto-like grin that she had ever seen before he disappeared right at the moment that the doors opened, and more students started to trickle in. She smiled silently to herself thinking that this day could only get better with her light back in her life. End of flashback. Finally, the written exam had reached her, and they were informed that they could begin. Several hours later Hinata walked out of the academy building with the Leaf Village headband adorned around her neck. The exam had been tough. She had scored a little above average in her written test, then she had barely scraped by in the taijutsu spar getting a score that was second to last, and finally she had somehow managed to produce the 3 ninjutsus required to pass the final portion, substitution, 3 clones, and a henge. She smiled as she walked out of the building, hoping more than anything that her father, sister, and Naruto would be there to congratulate her. However, she quickly realized that was not the case. Not a single person was there to celebrate with her. Of course, no one would come. She thought bitterly. My father and sister would never come to celebrate the dead last. In the Hyuga family, if you aren't first, then you are definitely last. And Naruto-kun was just being nice to me early. After a moment she realized what she had just said to herself and began to reprimand herself immediately. Naruto-kun is not like that. He is the kindest and most sincere person I ever met. I know he is going to help me. After all, he promised. I'll definitely see him again. He just didn't come because of how busy he probably is. Little did she know that this was exactly the case. On the other side of town within the Hokage Tower, Naruto along with the other new Jounin sensei were discussing who would be getting who. The fact of the matter was that they had too many new genin. So, the numbers were abnormal. Everyone had expected this to not be the case since nobody expected Hinata Hyuga or Neofu to pass. However, by some miracle they both had passed. I want Hinata Hyuga on my team. Naruto spoke in a confident tone. Why? Asked the Hokage. You already have a perfect team lined up with Shikamaru, Choji, and Ino. Well, to be honest, there are multiple reasons why. First, she is the only person from my class who never looked down on me. She may have never been exceptionally nice to me either, but due to a conversation I had with her earlier today I realized that it was because of how shy and unconfident she really is. It never had anything to do with her hating me for no reason. You spoke with her? The Hokage asked. Yes, I went to the school to speak with Ruka-sensei but ran into her instead. Also, the second reason I want to train her was that I kind of promised her that I would make sure she becomes strong, and you know me. I never go back on my word. I see. Replied the Hokage as he thought for a brief moment. Are there any other reasons? Actually, there is one more. He said as he scratched the back of his head and laughed nervously. I was hoping that since there is an odd number this year that maybe I could just have 2 genin instead of 3. This will allow me to gain more experience and training and make it easier to gain the trust of just 2 of my peers instead of 3. What do you say? Could I just have Hinata and 1 other? The boy makes a good point, and this would fix the current problem. He thought. After several moments he spoke again. What do the rest of you think? Are there any objections, and if not, who would be the other Jounin that I bring in to train? After several moments of no objections Naruto decided to speak up again. Well, actually I have a few thoughts about who could be the other Jounin sensei, and who could be my other genin as well. The Hokage sighed before turning his attention back to the 12-year-old blonde. Alright Naruto. Let's hear what you are thinking. Throughout the course of their conversation Hinata had slowly made her way to the Hyuga compound in order to tell her father about her graduation. The whole time she couldn't stop thinking about the certain blonde-haired boy who was her light and confidence. She knew he would be there to help her in the future no matter what. She just did not know exactly how much help he would really be giving her. Thank you for watching this video. If you like, please like, share and subscribe and wait for my next video.